Yeah.
Good evening, welcome back just in time for this race, and we are going to line up for the grid, and the race will start immediately after because the formation lab, if I'm correct, is not on for tonight. To all the viewers, sorry for interrupting the stream and interrupting the qualifying session. We had some technical difficulties, but hopefully it's all fixed now. And thank you for all the viewers who messaged me privately, notifying me that things didn't work out exactly the way they should. But hopefully it is working now. And yes, Daryl, we are back. So hopefully we stay back as well. Let's go to this race. And what an ending to this qualifying session. I think East Team thought he had it, but Martin just nicked it. He nicked the pole position with a brilliant lap.
He did, and I'll be honest, I don't know too much about Martin, and I did not expect it. Easter Mats looked comfortable, didn't he, in pole position for so long throughout that qualifying, and right at the death, had it snatched from his hands. Mega lap from Martin. It'd be fascinating to see what he can do in the race. As you just pointed out as we restarted this stream, there is no formation lap, so we are going straight into this race as the time before the race starts. What are you thinking for this race, Mark? Because I'm imagining a lot of people will be starting on those medium tyres because softs is a big no-no round here, isn't it?
I thought that myself as well, until yesterday evening. I've seen the F1 Eco race because I was racing in it, and there were some guys using the softs, but not at the start. Most of them used the softs after the medium tires in the one sub strategy. So let's see what they can do. But here we go. Alpine, pole position. 5 red lights, and we are underway in the first F2 race. SFR Martin seems to have a pretty good start. Oh, there was the Alfa Romeo was a bit on the grass. Who will be leading in turn 1? It's SFR Martin.
Oh, Simon Palmer's been collected. Sorry, Mark. Simon Palmer's been collected in the middle of that pack there into turn 1. Was sideways at one point, and it's dropped him right down to his teammate. He's just heard his teammate in P11, so disastrous start for Simon Palmer there. Can he work back and fight on this? But ahead of him, Michael Ludke has started on the soft tyres. Simon Palmer gets past him straight away, so Simon Palmer on the move already after that tangle.
Yeah, interesting to see. East Mets decided to start on the hards. So East Mets is driving the hards, and that will be really tricky at the beginning of this this first stint. You know, the tires will be cold, and he will be struggling for grip, especially compared to the guys on the mediums. Not talking about the guys on the softs, but they are a bit further back on the grid. So let's see what he can do. SFR Martin seems to be running away quite a bit now. Amazing start for him. Already the gap over a second. So his mediums are absolutely doing the job for him for now.
Question I've got for you, Mark. Can Easty Mats on those hard tyres, can he keep that chasing pack behind him? Because we know how long the hard tyres take to get going around here. Kuipers has dropped to second behind Easty Mats already, but if Kuipers could take advantage here, but he can't because Tirak is now taking advantage of Kuipers' struggles, and Tirak and Kuipers side by side swapping places here through turns 2 and 3. Kuipers back into third place, but can Tirak come back at him now up to turn 4? The answer will be who can break the latest, and it's Kuipers. So Kuipers is hanging on here, and this Mark is doing Easty Mats all the favours in the world because he'll be loving the fact that the cars behind him are squabbling, so he can just focus on doing his own race on those hard tyres. These guys should be chasing after that guy on the hard tyres, but instead of squabbling for P3 with Joe Hamster in 5th, not too far behind.
Yeah, it was a good battle to watch, and for now Kuipers stays in P3. Tirach though looks really quick. The gap is only 4 tenths, and he is closing in, and there's not DRS. So whenever the DRS kicks in, Kuipers don't have it. Tirach does, so it will be interesting to see if Kuipers can keep him by. But East Mets, they are doing him a really nice favor because he can just drive away a little bit now. looking at the back of the field, or well, maybe the midfield of this group, Michael Lutke is doing a really good stint on his soft tires. He overtook Simon Palmer. Now he just went past JP, our reigning F3 champion. But Michael Lutke on the soft tires with his Red Bull car is flying at the moment, and he will be looking to get Russman as soon as he can possibly do it. Gap only 7/10. So I think we can see some overtaking soon.
Oh, and we're talking of overtaking. There's a good battle here between David 46, JP, and Simon Palmer.
Oh,
JP,
no.
he's been tagged. JP, is he out? No, he's not. He's managed to save it, but 3 don't go into 1 there, and unfortunately, JP lost out massively. David 46 into 10th place now. Simon Palmer following him through, so that was desperately unlucky for JP there, Marky. I don't think there was much he could do about that. He just got caught up in that mega battle and unfortunately tripped up. But thankfully, he's not out of this race, so he can keep his head down now and try and get back into it.
I hate to say this, but I think JP did it to himself just a little bit because he made a mistake into turn 1, outbroke himself, went a lot wide and lost a lot of time there. So the other guys could go next to him into the second turn. And so he just outbroke himself slightly and lost time there, and that opened the door for the guys to overtake him. So that's unlucky.
Talking of overtaking, Mark, we could have a overtaking possibility here for P3. Tarak is all over the back of Kuipers now. Tarak going into the final corner will be dragging Joe Hampson on win, but this with DRS enabled should be an easy move on Kuipers. Here comes Tarak down the start finish straight. Kuipers got some good speed on that car, but here comes Tarak now round the outside. Who's going to break the latest again? These guys are having a good old squabble at the beginning of this race, but Kuipers has done really well there. Tarak's off the track. Oh, can Joe Hamster take advantage of that? Yes, he can, and we were talking about that, wasn't we, Mark? Turns 2 and 3, you take advantage of those curves too much, and they will take you off the track, and that was a great example. And Tarak in 3 corners has lost 3 places. He's down to P6, lost 4 places now. Ginger Tiger's just overtook him, so it just shows you, doesn't it, what these curves can do. In the space of 3-4 corners, Tarak's not fighting for a podium. Now he's won it.
Oh, he lost it.
Ah.
That's unfortunate. And as I was riding above with him, I saw that he was completely emptying his ERS compared to the other guys around him. So it would have been really tricky for him to stay in front if he made that overstake stick. But I think because he made a bit of a mistake, got his tires a bit dirty and he just lost traction, and that's incredibly unlucky for him. But as we speak, I mentioned Michael Lutke a couple of laps earlier. He closed the gap to Russman on the softs. So the soft seems to be working quite nicely for Michael Lutke, and he will try to get a move done now. He's following him really closely on the back straight. Coming up to the main straight with the DRS, and this should be an easy move for Michael Lutke, which the better traction. But also Michael Lutke, same as Tirach, is out of any ERS.
Wow.
He used all of his ERS in the first 5 laps, and I think he will struggle massively now for the rest of his first stint, because it's so difficult to regain ERS.
I agree. Just looking a bit further forward as David 46 and Simon Palmer are swapping places again. These two are banging wheels. The Alfa Romeo versus the Ferrari, and oh! Simon Palmer's collected David 46. I don't know if it was Simon Palmer's fault or David 46's fault. They were side by side. They banged wheels a bit too hard there, and that's put David 46 into the wall. And unfortunately, that sees David 46 at the back of the field with his teammates. And Simon Palmer into P9 now. I can't call what way that went. It looked like a bit of 50-50. Both banging wheels hard, trying their hardest to keep the position. And unfortunately, David 46 come out the worst. But I was about to say, Mark, there's a good battle now for P4. Smoke in the Mercedes is putting real pressure on Joe Hamster in the McLaren, as we've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Yeah, David,
it's David
I'm afraid.
46 again. Smoke could be on for P4 here. He's right on the back of that McLaren with a bit of DRS, with a bit of ERS and DRS. Can Smoke get the move done?
Yeah, brilliant driving. Nicely done. Let's see, because Smoke is only 4 tenths behind Joe Hamster now in the McLaren. And how are those guys compare on the ERS level? Smoke got 19% left. Joe Hamster on 48. So that's a big difference between the two of them. That is a big advantage for Joe, but Smoke looks to be really aggressive and he wants to get the move done.
Oof.
And
what this is doing as well, Mark, is, if you can see, it's also bringing along Ginger Tiger, Russman, Michael Lutke and Simon Palmer and Keza. There's going to be one hell of a Joe Hamster train shortly down this back straight here. So Joe Hamster clinging on to his life here, trying to hold on to that 4th place, but he's doing a good job so far. He's got plenty of ERS. He's run wide. Joe Hamster's run wide there, and that's just opened the door. Smoke's not going to say no to that, is he, Marcus? Smoke takes P4, Joe Hamster down to P5. That's really unlucky, because he'd been driving well up to that point.
Yeah, that's unfortunate for him. But let's see what Ginger can do now. The gap is 2.5 tenths now, and they are coming up. And we see the first guys into the pits. Esteban Martin into the pits. EST Mets into the pits.
Smoke as well into the pits on the medium tyres, lap 5.
What happened here, mate?
I don't know, but we've got yellow flags in all sectors here. I don't know if there's a safety car or anything. I don't know if there's a glitch within the game, but for me on my screen, I think it's the same on yours. The whole track is under yellow flags.
Yeah, safety car, mate. Safety car out on track.
Yeah, that's not what my game is telling me, unfortunately.
No, same for me, but I'm just seeing the car out on track, so it must be there. so Kuipers is following the safety car around the track. So sorry for the confusion there, because we didn't get a notification that there was a safety car. So yeah, this is a big opportunity for Kuipers on his medium tires. And yeah, Burmeister will be happy. Come on, Kuipie, he said. He's a Kuipers fan. So Burmeister will be happy to see this Alpha Tauri car in the lead around lap 7. Maybe he tries to copy the tire strategy that Burmeister tried yesterday. The medium to the soft one stop. It was really working for Burmeister. Maybe it can work for Kuipers as well. But the tire wear will be immense and it will be really tricky to get it right. But if you can get it right, you got it bang on. And Sunboy has lost it behind the safety car, I'm afraid. Yeah, he spun the car on the brand new hards. Well, he got them all warmed up now, so then that might give him a bit of an advantage at the restart.
So my question is for you then, Mark. You talk about tyre wear and stuff. Can the hard tyres go to the end of the race from lap 7?
Yeah, I think they can. You need to manage them a little bit and you will be lacking some pace at the end, but yeah, you can make the end of the race. But I think it's only lap 7, that's a safety car. Now, I think most of the guys are gambling on another safety car later on to get back into mediums or maybe even softs.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the likes of Martin, who was the race leader, and he's come back out into P6 on those hard tyres. Can he make those hard tyres go to the end of the race? Kuipers in first. Joe Hamster, who had that little off the track early on, is up into second place because Smoke also came into the pits. Keza in third as well. So the medium runners who started on those tyres have stayed out for now. Can they extend this run now, like you say, and maybe look for a soft tyre strategy? But surely with all these guys now nicely bunched up, Mark, we should get this safety car into the pits and let's go racing again.
Yeah, I guess we should go back racing at the end of this lap, but let's see. I think the top 5 out on old mediums, they need to extend this first stint. They need to bring these tires to gain some time on the hard runners, I think they need to stretch it around lap. I think maybe around lap 18. So that's a long way to stretch him, but I think if they can manage to stretch him to lap 18, they got a winning strategy here.
Yeah.
And Rens is saying it's good for the drivers to save a bit of fuel here. Yeah, but it's Kuipers has more than a lap spare. Safety car in this lap, so we will go back to racing. All the drivers have full ERS again, so I guess a lot of drivers are happy with that, because we'd seen some guys running on really low ERS levels. But anyone who was watching right now, I know it's early in this race, but who is your pick for this podium? It's only lap 8, I know that, but who was your pick to finish on this podium?
Well, that's a tough question there, Mark.
Yeah, it's a difficult question.
I couldn't possibly call it as, are we going yet? No, we're not. Kuipers is leaving it to the very last moment to go here, and now he eventually goes. Wow.
That's a good restart.
Later.
Oh, we see a lot of battles here. Is this a 4 wide? Into turn 1. Oh, that can't go right? Emke lost out a lot of positions there. He just got sandwiched, I think. 4 wide in turn 1. That's not the way to go. Oh, that's some close racing, but I think everyone managed to stay on track, and we don't see any damage.
No. Unfortunately, Sunboy and Tirak, I don't know if they've collected each other, but they were both facing the wrong way at turn 4.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but there was a bit of a moment there between Simon and Jinja. Simon just was a bit late on the braking, and he just hit the rear of Jinja Tiger, but I don't think any of the drivers has any damage. But Simon looks to be really on it now, and he wants to get the move done and get Aston out of his way to get a move on onto Smoke, because the gap between Smoke and Jinja is already almost a second. So Simon, he needs to get the move done if he wants to stay with Smoke. Otherwise, there'll just be a gap when the DRS is enabled. Daryl with the prediction. Let's see. Martin in P1, Mats the second, and Smoke P3. Well, that's an interesting pick, Daryl. Let's see.
There's a battle for P2 here, Mark. Keza has overtaken Joe Hamster, but Joe Hamster coming back at him into turn 2. They're going to possibly touch. Oh, that was close. Into turn 3, but Keza takes second place from Joe Hamster. We've got a yellow flag, and it's Smoke off at turn 2.
Smoke has lost his car. That's really unfortunate for him. I didn't catch what happened because I was watching the Keza and Joe Hamster moment here. The Smoke all the way down to P15, that's not what he wanted, I'm sure of that. But the top 4 drivers already driving away. We have a yellow in sector 1. Sunboy.
Sunboy has lost it again, yes, Sunboy.
Oh, that's, I think he maybe overheated his tires a little bit. Oh, well, he was applying a bit too much throttle, because he is on the hards, and they are really tricky to master at the beginning of the stint. And it's just really slippery.
I think we've potentially got another battle on here. Unfortunately for Joe Hamster, he's not really hanging on to the back of Keza. He's still within a second of Keza, but Easty Mats is much closer to Joe Hamster than Joe is to Keza, and Easty Mats is looking like more likely to take third place at the moment. He's pretty much pushing this McLaren around. Joe Hamster will not give this up though, and he'll be fighting tooth and nail to hold on to third place. But Easty Mats not applying ERS here, he's just using the slipstream, and Easty Mats he's going to play it sensible there. No silly dives into turn 1. Just going to stick to that back of that McLaren, and probably use the DRS as well. As Keza off the track there at turn 3, he's lucky he didn't crash there, and is that going to give Joe Hamster an opportunity? Keza all out of shape. I'm amazed he didn't completely lose there. All 4 wheels onto that dusty off track, and Keza remains in P2, but that will give the Kuipers A nice big smile, I can imagine, Mark, as he opens that gap up a bit more to 1.4 seconds.
Yeah, that's a good effort from him, but look at Easty Mets. He needs to get Joe now because his tires are only 4 laps old and he needs to maximize the stint on the medium tires because he will need to pit again. And of course the top 3 is as well, but Martin behind, I think he can finish the race on this hards. So far it's a good race. We've seen lots of close battles and there is a massive Ginger Tiger train now. All the way down to P11 with Michael Lutke. But for now I stick with Easty Mets because we're coming up to the DRS straight. Can he get Joe Hamster now? Or Joe is only 4 tenths behind Kessa, so maybe Joe with the DRS. No, I think Easty Mets is going to try to get a move done now. He's really close, moves to the inside, but Joe tried to overtake on Kessa. And because of all that, I don't think anyone can make any move. Easty Mets lost a bit of time because he needed to cut the track a little bit because there was not any room given by Joe. In a good way though.
We're gonna have a move here.
Racing.
Gonna have a move here. Simon Palmer and JP911. JP just got overtaken by his teammate. Simon Palmer then overtakes JP as well. So just in the last few corners, JP has lost 2 positions. JP under all sorts of pressure. I think Tarak may have lost it again. You've just seen his name fall down the order. But
Michael Lutke. Sorry, I thought he went.
Go for it.
I thought he went for a move there on Russman. Now Russman is going for the move. Fortina's all around the outside at a tricky corner on the braking, and he is out of the track. He couldn't make a stick, but he kept his foot down. He just kept the foot down, and he is still side by side with Tinas going on to the left-hander. Can he stick with it? No, but now, oh, Michael Lutke put it on the inside. Coming into the long right-hander side by side through it. Michael Lutke on the outside. Can he get a move done? Oh, he's still there. He's still there. Tries to hang it on.
Mega battle.
This will be a drag race. Russman is not giving in, and that's it. That's Michael with the move done. But now they go onto the DRS straight. And guess who got the DRS now? That is Russman. And he is in the gearbox. Oh, he's
swapping positions for P3. Sorry, Mark.
All good, mate.
Easty Mats. Sorry, Easty Mats has just gone off the track. Fighting Joe Hampson. Sorry, there's so much action here, and Easty Mats has dropped down to P5 now. So Easty Mats not in the fight for P3. Go on, Mark. Sorry.
No, it's all good, mate. All good. There's just battles all over the place, and we try to cover as much as possible. Of course, as always, but it's sometimes some races is really hard to just get everything on stream because all the battles are like everywhere. But so far, I think the closest battle is for around P6 with Simon, Jinja, JP, Tinas, and Russman and Michael. They are all bunched up together and see what they can do. I'm pretty sure Louis had a moment there. He's back onto the back of the grid, P16. He made a pit stop onto the hard tires, but that's a big gap to Sunboy. As of Martin, the gap is only 2 tenths now between him and Joe Hamster. Sorry, mate, you were about to say something.
Go for it. No, go for it. Go for it.
SFR Martin following Joe Hamster now on the straight, DRS wide open and already alongside, and this is an easy move for the Alpine driver. He has gone by. Easty Mets tried to do the same, but he couldn't make the move stick. There was no way to go, so he is still behind Joe. And Easty Mets, he tried so many ways to overtake there, but he couldn't make it work for now. But he seems to be really quick. So if this continues like this, I'm afraid Joe won't be able to keep this. But yeah, only halfway through this race. So many action. Oh, well, we see a move from Easty Mets diving up to the inside. There was a bit of contact there and he lost a lot of time now. Hopefully both of the cars are still in one piece. Let's see if we can see any damage. I think all is good. So that's good to see. But all this fighting brings Simon a bit closer. The gap is 3 seconds now. Will be interesting to see when the mediums will drop off a little bit from Easty compared to the hearts of Simon.
Simon Palmer got the move done on Ginger Tiger a few laps ago. He needed to get that move done if he was going to get involved in this battle in the top 5. But Ginger Tiger hanging on to the back of Simon Palmer. He'll be a bit frustrated, Simon. He hasn't shook off that 1 second gap as we've got a yellow flag in sectors 2 and 3. I believe that's Chirac again. Yes. But yeah, Ginger Tiger and JP, to be fair, doing nicely. Asma's Tinas into the pits on those 14-lap-old medium tyres. And yeah, just going back to previously, Easty Max had a squabble with Joe Hamster prior and went off the track, and that's what put him into P5. And he just, I think, needs to calm down a little bit, it looks like, because he's making one too many rash moves as M-Key picks up the first time penalty of the evening. So yeah, Simon Palmer just over 3 seconds behind this battle for the top 5. Can he get involved and get amongst these fighting for a win or even a podium? But Simon Palmer, he's dragging 2 green Aston Martins along with him as well. So who knows what's going to happen from here on to the end of the race.
Yeah, and it will be interesting to see what the likes of Kuipers, Kessa and Joe are going to do. Are they going to stretch the stint? I predicted they needed to stretch it to around lap 18 to make it work, and they are doing a really nice job so far in lap 15, and they're still going strong. But SFR Martin looks to be really quick. He is close the gap to Kessa. The gap is only 0.2 of a second, and they will be coming up to the main straight now. DRS will be there for Martin, and Kessa moves into the pits. What tires will Kessa go to? That's interesting as well, because there's still 13 laps to go. I think that's a bit much for the softs.
Yeah, surely that's too much for soft tires. You would think he's going to hard tires, so I'm not surprised by that at all. You'd sure they wouldn't get 13 laps out of the soft tires. They would be absolutely crying by the end of the race. But just going back to the front now, Mark, SFR Martin is 1.4 seconds off of Kuipers on those old medium tyres now. Easty Max still cannot get past Joe Hamster. I have to say Joe Hamster's doing a stellar job in P3. He's been under attack most of this race, Mark, and most of the time he's come out the better. So if he keeps up the way he's going, I'm sure once he's pitted and does what he needs to do, he might score some good points this evening.
Yeah, definitely, but I just can't see Easty Max finishing this race as well on these tires. He needs to pit again, I think, at least. And he probably will go to the softs, so he will be lightning fast at the end, but I just can't see him making the medium stick. But who knows, I might be wrong, and that's the most fun thing, you know, about the racing. You can expect something, but the drivers will say, nope, I'm doing something completely different. So surprises all over, and that's always good to watch. But Easty is now really close. The gap is 0.3. 0.2. He is closing in now. I think there's no defending for Joe this. Let's see. Side by side. And Easty, he got the move done, but Joe fights back. Really late on the brakes. Oh, and he pushed Easty Max on the curb there. I'm not sure what I think of that. I think that might be a bit too aggressive of defending from Joe Hamster in the McLaren car there. I didn't have the perfect angle. I'll be honest on that. I didn't have the perfect angle, but it looks like a bit too aggressive for me. And it looks like M-Key is retiring his car in the pit lane. That Ferrari spun a bit too many times, I guess. So that's the second driver out of this race. Oh, what happened to Joe?
Joe Hamster's lost it. Down at the slow right-hander, I think he just spun on his own. I believe he did spin on his own. I just caught the papaya out of the corner of my eye watching another battle, and unfortunately for Joe Hamster, I don't believe he's got any damage. No. So I think he's just lost it on his own, unfortunately. I have those medium tyres given up the ghost, and now's the time for him to pit. But that's a shame, isn't it? Joe Hamster, I think, has had a really good race this evening. He's shown good spirit, good fighting spirit, and I think he can't be too downbeat about that. He knows that he's done well up to that point, and who knows? He's still in the top 10. Who knows what he could do towards the end of this race? But just going back into the race, Simon Palmer still cannot shake off these two Aston Martins. A pair of them within a second of Simon Palmer, staying there under DRS, nice and comfortable. Sam Palmer, though, isn't really making any inroads on Easty Max in third place, but that spin from Johansson has now put Simon Palmer into P4, so who knows, because Easty Max and Kuipers, you'd imagine, have still got to pit, so Simon Palmer could be on here for a second place.
Yeah, he might be, but the Hearts, you know, I'm sure the Hearts can make the end, but are they going to be any quick near the end of this race? And what is the tire wear of Simon Palmer? Let's see how he is driving the car. Let's see how much he is taking out of his tires. He is coming up to the straight in sector 2, the DRS straight. So let's drive above with him for a couple of corners here to see how he is doing this. He is still staying a bit in low gears at the traction zones as it is. But it seems to be working for him.
I will want to say, Mark, SFR Martin is within 3/10 of the race leader now, so he could be about to see a change for the lead, or is Kuipers going to pit and give up the opportunity to fight this? No, he's not. Kuipers is carried on for another lap, so this should be a relatively straightforward move for the Alpine driver. There goes SFR Martin into the lead of this race. Kuipers is not giving this up, but surely... Oh, Kuipers has lost it!
Martin has lost the car.
Oh, it's Martin. Sorry. Yes, it's Martin. I thought it was Kuipers for a second. I saw the two blues and they just merged. But yes, Martin there just got the power a bit too early, didn't he?
Yeah, he was just a bit too eager to get a move done, I think, and he just made a mistake there. Joe just went into the pits onto fresh softs, but he dropped all the way back to P13, so he has a lot of work to do if he wants to score some good points. P14 even for Joe, but he's got the quickest tire of them all now. But this opens the door for Simon Palmer.
Yeah, I was just about to say exactly the same. That has now given Simon Palmer an opportunity now to attack Martin here. Martin, who was fighting for the race lead, half a lap ago, is now hanging on, if he can, to third place. But this, Mark, could potentially be the battle for the race win here. So Martin's got to get his head together here and get back into this race properly and do what he was doing a few laps ago. We've got a yellow flag in sector 2.
Aston Martin.
Oh, it's JP in P8. Yeah, JP has lost it. Unfortunately, he's just trying to find reverse gear. Doesn't want to get himself disqualified. Unfortunately for JP, because he was running really well up to that point as well.
And that's Kuipers into the pits. And I'm sure he goes to the soft tires. Simon goes. Oh, he was thinking about the move, but he decided to back out of it. I think that's a good choice for him, because I think it would be a bit too narrow. But he's going at it again, side by side. And Martin is fighting back, but he couldn't make it stick. So Simon got the move done. Nice move there from the Alfa Romeo driver. Into P2. But Easty needs to pit again, I think. His mediums are 13 laps old. He is not going to make that to the finish, I think, at least. If he can, heads off. That's brilliant driving, but I think that will be a big task.
I don't think you can rule out Ginger Tiger here. Ginger Tiger is still hanging on in there. He's still within a second of this battle between Simon Palmer and Martin. And if these two collide, get tripping up over each other, I should say, then Ginger Tiger will be there to say thank you very much and take those positions. So I definitely would say keep an eye on Ginger Tiger in this battle for P2. But Martin's going to give up this second place. He's pretty close to Simon Palmer here with some ERS. He's got it deployed. DRS now Is this going to be an easy move? Retake of second place, Mark. Can he do it?
I think he can. Let's see. Simon is not giving up with his... that's move done for Martin. Oh, Martin lost it again. Oh no, he's out of the race. He is out of the race. His right front wheel went off of his car. That's so unlucky for him. And this could be a safety car. This was a big crash. Is this going to be a safety car in this race or not? That could shake things all upside down.
I'd be amazed if this is not a safety car.
Isn't showing so far, but it wasn't before. I think the drivers are still going for it, so no safety car. Wow.
Wow. Wow.
That's. I think Kuipers was praying for a safety car there. He just made a stop to softs. If the guys in front of him needed to stop, he will be in the net lead. But Kuipers is trying to get a move done on smoke. Should be an easy move with a fresh soft tire. Let's see if he can get a stick now on the DRS straight in sector 2. Or is he going to play the waiting game until the start-finish straight to get a bit of a safer opportunity?
There could be another battle here for Simon Palmer. He's about half a second ahead of Ginger Tiger. Ginger Tiger's going to have DRS here. He enables it. I don't think he's going to be close enough to get the move done down into turn 1, but maybe the second DRS straight he could do something. He has gained and gained and gained on Simon Palmer. Simon Palmer runs deep. This could be an opportunity for Ginger Tiger here if he can get it right through turns 2 and 3. DRS open, but I think Simon Palmer has got away with that a little bit there, and yeah, he breathes a sigh of relief, I'm sure, because for one moment I think Ginger Tiger's eyes got wider as he saw that door open, but Simon Palmer recovered nicely. Yeah,
definitely. His traction out of the corner was still pretty decent and pretty good, and I think Ginger was a bit of surprise to see the Alfa Romeo driver running a bit deep, so he went off a little bit himself and wasn't fully prepared correctly for the corner. But hey, let's see, the gap is only 8-10, so the DRS is wide open again, and he will have the next opportunity, I guess, on the start-finish straight. But he can't do any mistakes because Russman, he is there to take any places if there's a mistake from Simon or Ginger Tiger.
I have to say, Mark, what a good drive this has been so far on those medium tyres from Eastermax. I think he's going to go to the end here, you know. He's got nothing to lose now, has he? If he comes into the pit now, what, with 6 laps to go, he's not going to have enough time to recover back position. So now I think he's just got to stick with this plan and hope the likes Simon Palmer and Ginger Tiger, who are very close now, 0.3 of a second. Ginger Tiger reeling in Simon Palmer. Is there going to be a move into turn 1? Gaining. Who's going to break latest? Simon Palmer. Is he going to go deep again? Not this time, Simon Palmer. Much better into turn 1, but Ginger Tiger now. Is he going to be able to get a run on the next DRS? Here he comes, Ginger Tiger. ERS enabled as well. Into second place goes Ginger Tiger. Simon Palmer tries to fight back. Oh, Ginger's run wide, but Simon Palmer cannot do anything about it. That's second place for Ginger Tiger. What this is doing, look, is it's adding to that time Easty Max is in the lead. It's nearly 5 seconds now. Can Easty Max make this medium strategy work while these two squabble for second and third?
Well, I think he is committed to the strategy now. If he pits now, he just loses all the positions and he will be in P5, I think. Maybe even P6, I don't know, but I think he's committed to the strategy now and he needs to get it done, but those tires will be screaming at the end. So let's keep an eye on the gap between Ginger and Easty Mets, and I think Easty Mets is just hoping that Simon and Ginger keep on fighting each other. Oh, and Russman, he is there as well.
And Michael Lutke as well. It's a 4-way battle here, Mark, for second place. A 4-way battle. I have not a clue how this is going to go here. We could end up seeing Ginger Tiger and Palmer tripping up over each other, and Russman and Michael Lutke take second and third. Who knows? But Simon Palmer is coming now. Ginger Tiger trying his hardest to defend here, but I don't think he's going to have much to defend with. And there you go, look. Simon Palmer retakes second place. Ginger Tiger not giving that up, and Russman having a quick look there at Ginger Tiger, but not enough to say I'm going to come past. And Simon Palmer's back in second place, Mark. We could be swapping places. We could be swapping places all the way to the end of this race, mate.
Oh, Rosman and Ginger Tiger side by side, and Ginger's still in front. Ooh, there was some close racing there for the two drivers, and that giving Simon the opportunity to create a gap of 8 tenths to Ginger Tiger now. I have no idea what will happen. Let's take a look at the ERS situations of all the drivers, starting with Simon Palmer with 13% left, 9%, he is emptying it now. Ginger Tiger 14%, Rusman 6%, Michael Lutke 21%. All of those drivers have pretty low ERS numbers. So they are pretty much equal, I would say. So that's interesting as well. If one of those had saved up ERS, it would be an easy way onto the podium. But all of them has emptied ERS already.
Look at that. Oh, I thought Ginger Tiger was just about to drop out of DRS range of Simon Palmer, and he's falling backwards into the clutches of Russman in that Mercedes, and Ginger Tiger losing ground on Simon Palmer. Now this is perfect for Simon, isn't it? He needs to see Ginger Tiger and Russman and Michael Lutke all squabbling for that final position, and Simon Palmer can try and focus on reeling in Easty Mats, and Ginger Tiger is still got DRS, but Simon Palmer not involved in that battle for third right now. Russman trying his hardest to get a final podium place. I can't call this at all, but again, I'm going to have to echo it again, Mark. What a job this has been for Easty Mats. 4 laps to go. He's still 4 seconds in the lead over this lot, fighting for second, third, fourth, and fifth.
Yeah, it's really interesting, and he is losing time to Simon. He lost around 7 tenths of a second there, but there's only 4 or 5 laps to go. So I think if he can keep this medium working, he is fine for the race win, mate. I think he got it sorted, but I don't want to commentate curse him, so let's see what happens. Someone lost it at the hairpin. It's Kuipers. Oh no, Kuipers lost it. He was doing a really well stint on the softs. He was all the way up to P6 already, but he lost out at the hairpin. I think he must have been a bit too eager on the throttle there. Let's go back to the battle of P3 or P2 maybe. Russman, the gap is only 4 tenths, coming up to the main straight now. Ginger is also pretty close to Simon. He closed down a little bit more last lap. So this will be interesting to see how this race will unfold. Russman, 2 tenths. Will he get the move done on Ginger? Not yet. He's running a bit deep, but maybe this gives him a better exit now. No, it doesn't. And good evening, Sir Spud, in the chat. Good evening, mate. Just in time for the last couple of laps for this race. And Ginger, I don't know about you, Adam, but I think he's closing up to Simon again.
He looks like he is. I thought Simon Palmer was just getting away from these guys fighting, but Ginger's done well here not to get too much into a squabble with the Mercedes behind him, and he's putting Simon Palmer under all sorts of pressure again. And you also can't rule out Michael Lutke in that Red Bull, not too far behind either. And as you say, Easty Mats is losing time now, isn't it? It's down to 3.4 seconds. All those medium tyres really started to go off here. Could Simon Palmer still reel in Easty Mats at the end of this race, because it's going to be dropping to about 3 seconds with 2 laps to go? So who knows? It's going to be a case of hanging on with his fingertips here for Easty Mats, as Michael Lutke and Russman have swapped places, Mark, into the final corner. They're going side by side here. Michael Lutke into 4th place, Russman in 5th place. It's going to be a straight drag race down to turn 1 between these two.
It is a drag race. Both of the drivers have DRS and none of them has many ERS to play with. But both are really late under braking. Is there contact between the two? No, I don't think there is. That's Goose Racing. Michael Lutke got the move done. But now he still got the DRS from Ginger. But the gap is opened up now. The gap to Ginger Tiger is 1.2 seconds, and we see a yellow flag. And that's
Sunboy, unfortunately.
Sunboy. Ooh, he is not having the best race ever, I guess. Here's a couple of spins.
Wow, look at that. I'm just riding on board with Simon Palmer. He can see Easty Mats now just ahead of him. It's down to less than 3 seconds, 2 laps to go. Ginger Tiger is trying to do what he can to get past Simon Palmer. Simon Palmer's doing what he can to try and take the lead of this race here. Oh, I don't know what the hell is going to happen these last 2 laps, but what a first race of the season we've had here, Mark, in IRL F2. These guys have put one hell of a show on in qualifying, and now one hell of a show on so far in the race. Simon Palmer, it's just crept back up to 3 seconds, but I can imagine Easty Mats will be sweating a bit right now in his cockpit.
Yeah, I think he is, but the gap is 3 seconds. We have 2 more laps to go. If he can keep it on track, I think he's got the job done. 3 seconds in 2 laps is just a bit too much for Simon to do, especially because Ginger is within half a second. He needs to focus on Ginger as well. He cannot commit fully to Easty Mats. So let's see the final 2 laps, and Ginger is so close, only 3/10. He's got the DRS now. Can he make the move now? Or is he going to wait, maybe, for the start-finish straight? Because after the start-finish straight, of course, that's it's the final lap. So yeah, I don't know where this is going to finish. And Burmeister is saying Mats' tires are minimal 80% now. Yeah, I agree. It's gonna be so tricky. It is a good race.
The problem you had with Simon, with Ginger Tiger there was he got too much on the curbs at turn 3, and he just couldn't get the power down enough to get that DRS to take effect. So he got close, but was unable to make it work. He needs to try and stick to Simon Palmer for that final corner and get within, say, 4/3 when he gets onto that DRS straight of the start-finish straight to make it work. But Ginger Tiger all out of shape there, and that's lost him a couple of tenths. That is bringing Michael Lucky into play here now. So Ginger Tiger might not be fighting for second place here. He could be fighting for third.
Oh no! It seems like Easty has lost all power. The gap closed down, but Simon has not got any ERS to play with. Yeah, it's a puncture. Puncture for Easty Mats.
Oh no!
No, that's so unfortunate at the last lap. But let's see now, Simon and Ginger. Ginger has got ERS to play with. Simon has not. They're side by side into turn 1. Oh, there goes Michael Lutke as well. Oh, this is gonna be tricky. Simon is not wanting to give up now. And I think Russman went sideways there. Russman lost it.
Russman's lost it.
Russman has lost it. So let's follow Ginger, Michael and Simon now, because Michael got Simon eventually. So it's Simon dropped from P1 all the way down to P3. And Ginger Tiger into the lead. Oh, I feel for Easty Mats. He did such a good race. The race was just 1 lap too long for him, I guess. It's just really unlucky.
Desperately unlucky.
But Michael, how is his ERS? He has 10% left. Ginger Tiger, 11. That's around the same. They are both emptying, and I think there's nothing Michael can do now.
No, unless there's a mistake from Ginger through these last few corners, I think Ginger Tiger has this in the bag. And Michael Lucky, what a race it has been from him. He's kept his nose clean. He's just got on with it, and he could be coming home with the
gap is closing down.
But look at that gap now, Mark. Could we have a race to the finish line here if he gets this final corner right?
Oh, and now Ginger got a better exit. This is for Ginger Tiger over the start-finish straight, and what an epic drive. Ginger takes the first win of this F2 season. Brilliant drive. Michael Lutke into P2 and Simon in P3 on the podium. That's a really good effort and a really good result, but I think Simon will be slightly disappointed with this result.
Yeah, there was an opportunity to win this race when, unfortunately, Easty had his puncture. Easty's going to come home in P8. That's desperately unlucky, isn't it, to pick up that puncture when he did. And yeah, Simon Palmer, I think, probably thought he would have had this race victory in the bag, but what a race from Ginger Tiger. I think absolutely superb this evening. He stuck to the back of Simon Palmer, got the move done when he did. Michael Lucky, that was very sneaky, I should say. of him to get the move done. Simon Palmer probably wasn't expecting Michael to make the move as well, and got the move done as well. But yeah, fantastic first race from these guys. They gave us everything and a bit more, and I'm really excited for F2 this season, Mark. It's they've got a lot of good close races here, and I'm sure we're going to get multiple race winners with some of these really fast guys in the problem.
Yeah, I do agree. What an amazing race, and well, all Ginger, Michael, Simon, Easty Mets, brilliant race, and I feel for Easty. He had drove brilliantly, but just the race was one lap too long for him. So that's unfortunate, but yeah. What can I say? Brilliant race. Let's watch this podium. That's the Aston Martin driver, Ginger Tiger, celebrating the first win of this F2 season.
Nice little dance there from Ginger.
Brilliant race, and I think the first guys already went in.
Yeah, we're just waiting on Michael, so I can get the interviews underway, and hopefully Michael will join us very shortly. We'll start with the race winner, Ginger. Absolutely mega job. Congratulations. That was a fantastic battle between yourself and Simon for what seemed like most of the race. You were sticking to him like glue, and you took advantage at the very end and got the race victory. How does that feel?
I tell you what, I feel so lucky. I had a terrible quali, but I thought, oh well, first race of the season, see what happens. And if Simon had managed to break the DRS, I would never have caught him. I just wanted to make sure. Then I think his tyres must have been going off the last few laps, because I was getting closer and he must have been running out of ERS because his light was flashing like mad. So I was going to wait till the last lap anyway. So, and I didn't realise how close the other guy was. So it's a lucky win, but I'll take it.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know if you're aware, but Easty Mats picked up a puncture right at the end, and that's what lost him the race victory. He pushed those medium tyres a bit too much, and a puncture dropped him all the way down to P8, which is a desperately unlucky situation for him. But you take advantage of that, and I'm sure you'll be absolutely delighted. So congratulations, Ginger. On
Cheers.
That,
thank you very much. I am delighted, and congratulations, congratulations to Simon and Michael.
Yeah, well, we'll hopefully get Michael in. I've not seen him join the chat yet, so we'll.
Here he is.
Oh, there he is now. His ears must have been burning. So we'll start off with Michael because he has finished P2 tonight. Michael, congratulations, second place tonight in F2. You were hovering around in the background for most of that, watching these guys battle for those podium places, and then you snuck in at the end and stole that second place off Simon. How does that feel?
Yeah, this feels very great. It's my first race in the F2 League, and I never thought I'd drive for the podium, so I'm really happy with this.
Yeah, I can imagine you are. We've seen, me and Mark have seen a lot of your racing, speaking of F3 last season, and you drove superbly, and so what a debut it was for you in F2, and hopefully for you, we can see more of you on the podium. So congratulations there, Michael. Great drive. And we'll move on to Simon Palmer. Simon, I can imagine you're feeling a little frustrated. I imagine you would have probably taken a podium at the beginning of the day, but to take a podium like this when a race victory probably was yours must be a little bit frustrating.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think I started P5. Got a lovely launch off the line. I think I was P2, sort of into the first bend. I think someone just missed their sort of braking point and ended up taking out a few cars. I think I was down into P11. So yeah, I mean, obviously taking a podium from that point was definitely on the, I would have definitely taken it. Put it that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, towards as the race unfolded. Obviously I was in the party with Kez, and I'm thinking, hold on a minute, there's something a bit more here. And, I made a rookie error of not opening my DRS when I was behind SD Mats. And I thought, why are they piling past me? And then I realised, I was like, oh, you're joking. And the tyre wear, my rear tyres were shot. They were on, I think they were on 91% as I crossed the line.
Oof.
So I was just waiting for the puncher, but luckily it didn't happen. So you know, I'll take the P3 from the start of the race, and well done
Yeah.
to the two other guys as well.
Yeah, well, a P3, and I think from what you've shown this evening, you've shown you've got good pace. So I think there will be definitely more podiums and even potentially race victories for yourself this evening. Maybe just remember to open that DRS next time. But unlucky, and it's still a good podium nevertheless. And congratulations to all three guys. I just want to quickly move back to our race victor, Ginger Tiger. We move on to Austria next week, one of my favourite tracks on the game and in real life. How are you feeling for Austria? Can you build on what you've done this evening?
Yeah, I do like Austria, but because it's the new game, we really don't know what tracks other people like and don't like, and with all the new setups. So we'll just turn up next Tuesday and we'll see what happens. You know, I'm sure there's, looking at quali, there's a lot of people with a lot of pace here.
Yeah.
And once they get used to the setups and everything, I'm just so excited I've won the race because I hate Bahrain. So I said to my, sorry, I said to JP, I said before the race, just hang around because things are going to happen during the race, and you never know where you might find yourself. So yeah, over the moon with it.
Yeah, well, congratulations.
Good battle as well, Ginger. By the way.
Yes, yeah, it was really good. Yeah, it was good fun.
Yeah,
good fun.
It was a great battle between you two guys, and congratulations, podium guys. You are free to leave if you like, as me and Mark just round up. And Mark, I think those three guys just summed up how good a race we've had this evening. Some great battles throughout the field, and desperately unlucky Easty Mats. Could have won the race another night, but yeah, I think we're really up for a great F2 season this season. I'm really looking forward to Austria next week.
Yeah, I completely agree, and well, I just wasn't meant to be for Easty Mats, but congrats to Ginger, Michael, and Simon. They did an amazing job, amazing race. We've seen some awesome battles today, and I'm really looking forward to Austria next week and to see well, what all the drivers in the F2 can do. But for now, this was the very first race in the PlayStation F2 League. Ginger Tiger is our first race winner, and well, make sure to tune in next week to see how all these drivers will do around the Red Bull Ring. Hope you all enjoyed it. Have a nice evening. This was the PlayStation F2 League in the Invictus Racing League. Make sure to tune in tomorrow as well for the F3 League, so the racing isn't over yet. And otherwise, we'll see you next week. Bye bye.